Hi, Ricardo Almeida here, founder of RABJJ Academy and now co-founder of Gracie Barra Scottsdale. Jiu-Jitsu changed my life. I began training Jiu-Jitsu when I was 15 years old and in a suburb of Rio de Janeiro where all the kids have so many distractions, so many things that they could be a part of. And Jiu-Jitsu gave me that sense of purpose, it gave me that grounding, it gave me many older brothers to look up to, some crazy older brothers that I had nothing to do with what they were involved in. But truthfully, it all stemmed from Master Carlos Gracie Jr. Master Carlos Gracie's ability to lead our team back then and to lead other men and to give purpose to other men's lives is really unlike anyone that I have had a chance to meet in person. I've read many books about great leaders and people who have been great influencers in history, but as far as someone who I have met that really has been able to influence a large group and create a community and create a movement around a certain ideal, to me no one comes close to Master Carlos Gracie Jr. And the reason for this video today, Master Carlos, if you have a chance to watch this, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really have no idea where I would be in my life now if it wasn't for Jiu-Jitsu. You changed my life and you allowed me to change the life of so many people, and you've allowed me to change the lives of people in my family, and we are able to live in such a way that it would not be able to happen if it wasn't for Jiu-Jitsu, if it wasn't from your teachers, and if it wasn't from your belief in me and in all of us that began training with you at Gracie Barra, in the early 90s in Rio de Janeiro. I remember when I was 18 years old, I was a purple belt. I got into college and I was really drifting away from training. I had this college that was about an hour from Baja and I had to travel by bus. Didn't really have a car at the time, and I just really put all my eggs into studying at the time, and I was drifting away from training. And I remember popping one day at the academy and all the guys were getting ready for competition and I tried to train and I just got killed by all the guys who were in great shape and I was out of shape. And I remember just walking out of the mats with my head down, and Master Carlos left his chair. He used to have this chair, this plastic chair that he put on the mats. His low back bothered him. And so he brought this little plastic chair that he would put on the mats and he would just observe us training for hours. And I remember leaving with my head down, and as I walked outside, this big sliding metal gate that we used to have there, it's no longer there. And he goes, "Ricardo, come here, I want to talk to you for a second." And he really saw that I was distraught and he saw that I was upset. I had been successful as a competitor, and I had pride in my jiu-jitsu and what I was able to accomplish on the mats. And since I started focusing more on studies, my skills just weren't the same. I just couldn't do certain things that I was able to do before. And Master Carlos put me on the side. He's like, "Ricardo, how you doing? How is this whole college team working out for you?" And I really just broke down. I didn't break down and cry, but I opened my heart to Master Carlos and I said that I love jiu-jitsu, but I didn't really see myself, having an opportunity to be a professional with jiu-jitsu, and that I had to, it was time for me to move on. It was time for me to, embrace a professional career, finish my college and go do whatever it was that, that was going to come at the time, whatever was the plan, possibly a scholarship, internship, and move on to my professional career. And I'll never forget this to this day. Master Carlos looked at me in the eyes like, "Ricardo, don't forget that you're going to need jiu-jitsu in your life. But most importantly, I don't want you to ever forget that jiu-jitsu needs you. We are going to need people like you to spread our message." And at the time I didn't understand, but that thing hit me as if somebody punched me in the heart. And I didn't really understand what Master Carlos meant by that. But it spoke to something that we all have deep, which I believe is our life's mission, like our understanding of why we're here. And those words, we need people like you to spread the message, resonate with me more so than I think any conversation anyone's ever had with me as far as life's purpose. And a year later, I had an opportunity to move to the United States and be under the guidance of Master Renzo Gracie and go compete, Pride, UFC, all these big events, and eventually open my school and now train other fighters and train so many of the great people that we have at our schools. But I really believe that if it wasn't for that conversation, if it wasn't for Master Carlos watching how upset I was after that training session. And getting up off his chair and walking outside the academy and following me outside the mats and telling me that, you know, I was going to be needed in this project, that my input, my passion for jiu-jitsu, or my ability to spread the message, or I don't even know what Master Carlos saw in me, because I was never the most talented guy at Gracie Barra. Actually, I was nowhere near the cream of the crop. There were so many guys more talented than me, but he saw something in me, and after he saw something in me, I started to see it in myself. And jiu-jitsu was a big part of my life then, but now I can't really separate what my life is and what jiu-jitsu is. My life is jiu-jitsu, whether it's teaching, helping other people grow their schools, helping fighters and, you know, with their MMA careers and with their jiu-jitsu careers. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's all a part of what I do. But again, it would not be here if it wasn't for Master Carlos. So once again, I want to thank Master Carlos, of course, the Gracie family for creating and nurturing this incredible art, and of course Master Renzo for seeing something in me and being able to bring me from Brazil to the United States and give me the enormous opportunity to study and teach under him.